You're standing there with that look in your eyes, the one that screams you've been betrayed, broken, and left to rot. Oh, I've seen it 1,000 times, kid. That stare that says the world's had its fun cracking you open and now you're left with nothing but the mess. But, you see, that's the thing. They thought they broke you for good, didn't they? Left you in the dirt, figured you wouldn't crawl back out. But here you are, bleeding, bruised, but breathing. That's what they're afraid of, you know? Not your strength, not your victory. No. What keeps them up at night is the thought that you might get back up. You trusted them, didn't you? Thought they'd have your back when the knives came out. But surprise, surprise, they were the ones holding the blades all along. That's the way it works. People only stick around when they can use you, when you're useful. The moment you stop being a tool in their shed, they toss you aside like yesterday's trash. And here's the kicker. The faster you accept that little fact, the quicker you'll learn to stop looking for loyalty in a world that feeds on betrayal. You want to know why they did it? Why they smiled in your face and twisted the knife behind your back? Simple. They saw something in you that terrified them. Potential power, something they could never have. So they did what cowards do best. Tried to rip it out of you before you realized you had it. Pathetic, isn't it? Watching small minds try to cut down something greater just to feel a little taller. But here's the catch. They didn't kill it, didn't snuff out that fire, just stoked it hotter. You're still here, aren't you? Breathing, plotting, learning. They gave you something priceless without even knowing it. A reason to rise. That pain, it's a gift. Oh, I can see you flinching, not wanting to hear it. But deep down, you know I'm right. Every sleepless night, every scar and every breath that tasted like blood, that's your fuel. That's the fire they tried to drown, but all they did was spread it. The trick isn't to run from it, it's to use it. Make it a weapon. Focus it. Pain sharpens the mind, hones the instincts, makes the vision crystal clear. Those who run from it stay weak. Those who embrace it become unstoppable. You ever notice how they come crawling back the moment you start winning without them? Ah, that's the beauty of it. The same mouths that cursed you will try to praise you when you claw your way out. It's all a game, kid. And the only way to win is to stop playing by their rules. You've got to rewrite the script, tear out the pages, set fire to the whole damn book if you have to. Because the moment you start living for their approval, you're already dead. Look around you. Really look. How many of them are actually living? How many are just breathing on autopilot, repeating the same miserable routines, clinging to comfort like a crutch? You weren't made for that. That's why it hurts so much. Because you're different. You want something more, something real. They see that, and it scares the hell out of them. So they lie to you, tell you to play it safe, to fit in, to shut up and smile, All just chains to keep you down. You want to break them? Good. Then stop waiting for someone to give you permission to be great. Take it. Revenge? Ha! That's too simple. Too easy. You want to really get even? Rebuild, reroute, reemerge stronger than they ever imagined. Show them what happens when the monster they created decides to stop hiding under the bed. Make them regret the day they ever tried to bury you. Let every success, every victory be a silent middle finger to their doubts, to their betrayals. Success is the cruelest revenge because it leaves them powerless, questioning everything they thought they knew about you. And don't you dare go soft. Don't start thinking you owe them anything, not even your hatred. Save that for yourself. Use it to push harder, grind longer, rise higher. Cold, calculated silence is your ally now. No explanations, no warnings. Let your actions speak. Let them watch, let them wonder, let them rot in the silence of your indifference. They'll hear about you in whispers, see your name rising, and they'll choke on every lie they ever spread. That's how you pay them back. You're alone? Good. Alone is powerful. Alone doesn't mean weak. It means untouchable. No dead weight, no distractions, no knives in the dark. Alone means you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Embrace it. The lone wolf's path isn't lonely, it's free. Free from their opinions, free from their limits, free to become anything you damn well please. And when you come back, and you will, don't come back to prove a point. Come back to burn their expectations to the ground, to walk past them with a smile that says you've already forgotten their names. By then, you won't even care if they see it or not. You'll be too far ahead, too high above, looking down at the ashes of everything they tried to bury you under. So take the pain, take the betrayal, take the loneliness, and turn it into something they can't ignore. Something that leaves them questioning everything they thought they knew. That's how you win, kid. Not by going back, not by getting even, but by becoming something so powerful, so undeniable that they can't look away, even if they wanted to. Reemerge stronger. Make them wish they had killed you when they had the chance. Because next time, you won't just survive. You'll destroy everything they thought they built. And by the time they realize what's coming, it'll already be too late. You know what the funniest part is? Most of them never expected you to survive, let alone rise again. They saw the cracks forming, watched you stumble, and smirked behind your back, convinced that was the end of the story. But here you are, breathing, burning, eyes open, and heart hardened. That's the irony, isn't it? The same people who laughed at your pain are the ones sweating bullets now, praying you stay down because the thought of you getting back up terrifies them. They can smell it in the air, the shift, the reckoning, the moment when the hunted becomes the hunter. And oh, how it makes them squirm. They didn't just want you broken, they wanted you obedient. They wanted to see you grovel, begging for scraps, smiling through gritted teeth just to be part of their miserable little circle. But some of us weren't built to kneel. Some of us take every slap, every stab, every backhanded word and store it away. Let it simmer, let it shape us into something unrecognizable. Pain becomes power, betrayal becomes clarity, and loneliness, well, that just becomes freedom. When you stop expecting loyalty from cowards and integrity from liars, life gets a whole lot simpler, doesn't it? You stop waiting for apologies that will never come. Stop replaying old wounds in your mind. Stop trying to convince wolves to act like sheep. You want a reason to keep going? Look in the mirror. Really look. See those scars, those tired eyes, that worn-out soul. That's the proof that you've survived everything they threw at you. That's the face of someone who's been through hell and kept walking. You think that's worthless? You think they could handle half of what you've been through without folding? Please. Most of them would have cracked the first time life showed its teeth. They're not stronger than you. They're just better at pretending. And pretending is all they've got. Masks and fake smiles and empty promises. Strip all that away and they're hollow. Scared little children playing dress up. Desperate to hide the fact that they're terrified of someone like you. They'll keep talking, of course, whispering behind closed doors, spreading rumors to anyone who will listen. Let them. Words are cheap, and the people who believe them are even cheaper. You think legends get written by what the crowd says, by what the cowards murmur in the shadows? Number legends are carved out by those who refuse to stay dead, by those who turn every betrayal into a stepping stone, who build empires out of the ashes of bridges burned. So let them talk. Let them spread their little lies. Every story needs a villain, and if playing that part gets you what you want, then wear that mask with a smile. This world doesn't owe you kindness. It doesn't owe you justice, fairness, or a happy ending. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you'll stop waiting for the tides to turn on their own. You want change? Rip it from the bones of this rotten world with your own two hands. You want power? Stop asking for permission to take it. No one's coming to save you. No one's gonna fight your battles. The sooner you stop looking for a hero in the mirror and start seeing the monster you need to become, the sooner you'll get what you deserve. People love to preach about hope and light and all that pretty nonsense. But when the knives come out, it's the ones who've learned to embrace the dark who make it out alive. Look at them. Really look. All those faces that turned away when you needed them. All those hands that let go when the storms hit. You remember, don't you? Every empty promise, every fake smile, every I'll be there, that vanished the moment things got hard. Good. Don't forget it. Let it burn into your memory. Let it keep you warm when the nights get cold. Because here's the truth. They never wanted to see you win. They smiled when you were down, laughed when you stumbled, and they'll do it again the first chance they get. But that's fine. Their betrayal was a gift, a brutal reminder that trust is a loaded gun and only fools hand it out for free. And don't you dare waste your rage on revenge. That's what they want, to see you flailing, obsessed, stuck in the past while they move on. No, the real vengeance is indifference, turning your back, walking away, and letting your success speak louder than any threat or curse. Build yourself so high that their voices can't reach you, so far ahead that all they can do is choke on your dust. Let them sit in their small lives, surrounded by small minds, while you turn every betrayal into fuel for the fire. Leave them wondering, regretting, haunted by the sight of what you became without them. They'll call you ruthless, cold, heartless. Let them. They'll say you changed, that you're not the person you used to be. Good. That means it's working. The person you used to be was a victim, a pawn, a fool who thought loyalty meant something in a world full of traitors. You're done with that now. You're a weapon, sharpened by every scar, refined by every lie. And weapons don't ask for permission to be powerful. They just cut through anything in their way. You know what the real tragedy is? It's not that they betrayed you. It's that they never expected you to survive it. They thought you'd shatter, break, disappear. That's the part that keeps them up at night. The thought that they failed, that all their schemes, their gossip, their knives in the dark weren't enough to kill what's inside you. And now they're scrambling, trying to predict your next move, terrified of what happens when you finally stop holding back. So keep going. Keep rising. Keep your eyes forward and your heart cold. This isn't about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. About taking all that pain, all that betrayal, and turning it into something unstoppable. You didn't survive all this just to go back to who you were. You survived to become something more, something they can't touch, can't break, can't even understand. They made the mistake of leaving you alive. And now they're going to learn that some ghosts come back, not for revenge, but to watch the world that buried them burn. You're not here to make peace, to play nice, to forgive and forget. You're here to win. And winning doesn't mean going back to what was. It means tearing down what is and building something stronger, something real. No more waiting, no more second chances, no more mercy. You're not the hero, not the victim, not the villain. They can keep their labels. You're the storm that clears the field, the fire that purges the rot, the reckoning they never saw coming. And by the time they realize what's happening, it'll already be too late. So rise, reemerge, and when they see you next, make sure it's from a distance, looking up, wondering how the hell they let this happen. Make sure they remember that they had their chance to stand with you, and they blew it. Make sure they understand that you're not coming back to forgive. You're coming back to bury everything that dared to stand in your way. They'll try to pull you back, you know. Come crawling with their half-hearted apologies and their empty eyes, mumbling about how they didn't mean it, how things just got complicated. And for a split second, that old part of you, the one that craves closure, that wants to believe people can change, will hesitate. Don't. You've seen their true faces, heard the venom in their words, felt the knives they hid behind their backs. People don't change. They just get better at hiding what they really are. Let them beg. Let them promise the world. You owe them nothing. Not a conversation, not a second chance, not even a glance. Your silence will cut deeper than any insult ever could. Forgiveness? That's for saints and martyrs, for those with the luxury of forgetting. But you remember everything, don't you? Every word, every lie, every knife in the dark. Forgiveness doesn't free you. It just puts you back in chains. It lets them sleep at night, lets them rewrite the story in their favor. No, what you need isn't forgiveness. It's freedom. Freedom from the weight of the past, from the guilt they tried to bury you with, from the idea that you need to be anything less than ruthless to survive. You can forgive them when you've burned their memories to ashes, when their voices don't echo in your head anymore. Until then, let the anger stay. Let it fuel you. It's not hate, it's clarity, the kind that comes when you finally see things for what they are. And don't you dare mistake loneliness for weakness. Solitude is a forge, a place where the broken parts of you can be melted down and reforged into something unbreakable. Most people can't handle the silence, can't stand the sound of their own thoughts clawing at the walls of their mind. That's why they cling to crowds, to noise, to anyone who will drown out the voices telling them they're wasting their lives. But you're still here, alone and unbroken, staring into the abyss without blinking. That's power, the kind they'll never understand. Because to walk alone in this world takes a kind of strength that terrifies those who need a hand to hold every time the lights go out. Every scar, every betrayal, every sleepless night. They weren't curses, they were lessons, brutal, bloody lessons. They taught you who to trust, no one, when to strike without warning, and what really matters, not them. Those lessons came at a price, but nothing worth learning is ever free. The pain didn't just make you stronger, it made you smarter. Made you see the strings they use to pull each other around. Now you're the one holding the scissors, the one who knows how the game is played. And once you learn the rules, it's not about playing fair. It's about rewriting the game so they never see what's coming. You think it was a mistake, all that suffering? That it was for nothing? Oh no. They tried to kill the fire in you, but all they did was blow away the smoke. Now there's nothing left but raw flame, and it's hungry. The best part is they can't even tell how much you've changed. They still see the version of you they used to control, the one who listened, who cared, who believed in their lies. But that part of you is dead and buried, isn't it? You mourned it, laid it to rest with every sleepless night, every clenched fist, every moment you bit your tongue instead of spitting back. They'll only realize their mistake when it's too late, when you've rebuilt yourself into something that doesn't need them or anyone else. Strength isn't about how much you can carry. It's about how much you can let go. Every grudge, every regret, every ounce of guilt, drop it. It's dead weight, dragging you back to a place that doesn't exist anymore. They want you to hold on, because as long as you're looking back, you're not moving forward. But the past is a graveyard, and you've spent enough time there. The future doesn't owe you anything, but at least it's yours to shape. So, cut the ties, burn the bridges, let the dead bury the dead. They're not part of the story you're writing now. And let's get one thing straight. Winning isn't about ending up on top. It's about refusing to be buried. It's about turning every loss into a lesson, every wound into armor, every betrayal into fuel. It's not about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. The world doesn't hand out justice, doesn't care about your suffering or your story. You either take what's yours by force or watch someone else walk away with it. Mercy is a luxury for the powerful, and right now, you're still climbing. Save the mercy for when you've built something so untouchable that no one can tear it down. By the time they realize what's happening, you'll be too far ahead for them to even see the dust. They'll call it luck, or fate, or some other comforting lie to hide the fact that you outplayed them. Let them. Let them rewrite the story however they need to sleep at night. Because in the end, the truth doesn't need to be believed to be real. You're the proof. Every breath you take, every step forward is a reminder that they failed, that everything they did wasn't enough to keep you down. You want justice? Make it. You want respect? Take it. You want peace? Earn it. The world is full of wolves pretending to be sheep, and the only way to survive is to become something even the wolves fear. No more second guessing, no more waiting for permission, no more playing nice. People only see what you let them see, and from now on, all they need to see is the fire that refused to die. So, reemerge, stronger, colder, untouchable. Leave them questioning everything they thought they knew, choking on every lie they ever spread. Don't just survive, dominate. Make them wish they'd never crossed you. Make them see you in their nightmares. Make them understand that some people don't come back for revenge. They come back to end the game entirely. And when it's over, when the dust settles and the weak have scattered, look around at what you've built. Not for them, not for revenge, not even for justice, but because you refuse to die quietly, because you were never meant to be like them, because something inside you burns too hot to ever be snuffed out. That's the victory they'll never understand. That's the ending they'll never see coming. But don't get it twisted. This isn't some fairy tale where the pain suddenly makes sense and the scars turn to gold. That's the kind of lie they sell to keep people hopeful, to keep them quiet and docile, waiting for a savior who's never coming. The truth? The pain doesn't go away. The memories don't fade. You just learn to carry it, to wear the scars like armor instead of shackles. That's the real victory. Waking up every day with the weight of everything they did to you and moving forward anyway. That's what they can't stand. That's what makes them clench their teeth every time they see you breathe. Because deep down, they know they would have broken under half of what you've survived. They'll say you're obsessed, that you need to let it go, that holding on to all that anger will only burn you alive. But that's the thing about fire. It only burns if you don't know how to control it. You've been forged in it, tempered by every betrayal, every sleepless night, every time you swallowed your pride instead of spitting back. It's not anger that drives you. It's clarity, the kind that comes when you stop pretending the world is anything other than what it is. A pit where the strong climb and the weak become steps. It's funny, isn't it? How they paint you as the villain just because you refuse to stay a victim. The moment you stop apologizing for wanting more, the moment you stop playing by their rules, they start throwing labels. Cold, ruthless, ungrateful. But you see, those words don't have power unless you let them. They can call you every name in the book, but none of it sticks when you're too busy building, rising, winning. Let them choke on their words while you carve out a throne from everything they threw at you. In the end, it's not what they call you that matters. It's what you answer to. And you don't answer to anyone, not anymore. You want to know what real strength looks like? It's not muscles or money or status. It's the ability to walk away without looking back, to cut ties without bleeding, to burn bridges without feeling the heat. Most people cling to the past because it's easier than facing the future alone. But you've seen what's behind you, haven't you? Fake friends with faker smiles, promises that crumbled the second things got hard. Why would you ever go back to that? Why waste another second mourning people who only loved you when it was convenient? Strength isn't about holding on. It's about letting go so completely that even the ghosts stop following. And let's get one thing straight. You're not doing this to prove anything to them. Their opinions don't pay your bills. Don't fix your scars. Don't make the nights any less dark. No, you're doing this for the person you see in the mirror, for the kid who took every punch without breaking, for the version of you that kept walking long after everyone else stopped. That's who you owe. Not them, never them, because they only loved the parts of you that were easy to control, easy to predict. The moment you started thinking for yourself, started seeing through the lies, you became a threat. And people don't try to destroy what doesn't scare them. They'll keep testing you, keep poking at the cracks, waiting for you to snap. Let them. Give them silence in return. Nothing gets under their skin more than watching you rise without reacting. Watching every move they make bounce off without leaving a mark. That's how you beat them. Not by getting even, but by showing them that they don't matter enough to provoke a response. Make them question their own sanity. Make them wonder if they ever had any power over you at all. Let them drown in their own irrelevance while you keep building, keep rising, keep moving forward without a backward glance. And don't let anyone fool you into thinking that kindness is a weakness. Real kindness takes more strength than hatred ever could. But here's the catch. You don't owe kindness to those who showed you none. Save it for the ones who matter, the ones who didn't flinch when things got ugly. The rest? They chose their sides, picked their paths, lit their bridges on fire with their own hands. Let them warm their hands by the flames. They made their choice, and so did you. Mercy is a gift, and some people haven't earned it. It's not cruel to stop letting people hurt you. It's survival. They'll talk about peace, about letting go, about turning the other cheek. But peace isn't the absence of conflict. It's the ability to end it on your terms. Sometimes, peace means going to war, cutting out the poison before it spreads, tearing down everything they built so they can never use it against you again. They'll call it ruthless. You'll call it necessary. Because the world isn't divided into good and evil, heroes and villains. It's divided into those who act and those who watch. And the ones who act make the rules, write the stories, choose the endings. You've spent enough time being a bystander in your own life, enough time watching from the sidelines while everyone else played God. No more. From now on, you're the one making the moves, calling the shots, rewriting the script. No more asking for permission, no more second-guessing every decision, no more guilt for wanting something better than the scraps they offered. They made you into this. Every lie, every betrayal, every backhanded compliment was a chisel to stone, shaping you into something they can't control, can't predict, can't defeat. And now that you've stopped apologizing for it, now that you've stopped trying to fit into their boxes and wear their labels, they're terrified. They'll send their spies, their whispers, their snakes in the grass, trying to pull you back down. You'll see them coming a mile away now, won't you? Every fake smile, every "I've changed," every sudden apology that tastes like poison. And this time you won't fall for it. This time you'll cut them off without hesitation, without remorse, because you've learned that some people don't want to heal. They want to infect. Misery loves company, but you've spent enough time in the dark to know that company isn't worth the cost. Better to walk alone in the night than shackled to someone who'd drag you down the second the sun rises. So don't stop. Don't slow down. Don't look back. Don't give them an inch. You're not just surviving. You're building an empire out of the ruins they tried to bury you under. Every step forward is a reminder that they failed, that all their schemes and lies and knives weren't enough. Let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them curse your name behind closed doors. Their hate is just another form of fear, and fear is just another sign that you're winning. Reemerge stronger, not for revenge, not for validation, but because you owe it to yourself, to prove that every scar was worth it, that every night spent clawing your way out of the dark wasn't in vain. Leave them questioning everything, how you survived, how you thrived, how you turned every loss into a lesson. Let them choke on their doubts and drown in their regrets. And by the time they realize what you've become, it'll be far too late to stop it. You're not just here to survive the storm. You are the storm, and they've got nowhere left to hide.